The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
We moved from proof of concept over the last couple of years to ensuring all our patents are actually filed and completed to where this year is going from that, again, from that proof of concept stage all the way up to the pre-commercialization to right now where we're full on commercialization in a couple of our facilities and starting our licensing agreements.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Neil Wiens. He's the CEO of Replenish Nutrients. And Neil, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. Well, good to have you along. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get you on as we sort of look back on 2025 and really what's ahead for 2026. I know it's been a very busy time for the company, but for those not familiar still with Replenish Nutrients, tell me a bit more about the company.
Hey, yeah, no, we're a biologically driven regenerative fertilizer company that really focuses on using mineral nutrients as our sources, so that way you do not have any leaching, any problems with the water system. With our product, the plant gets the product at the right time, right place. And ultimately, we're a tech company that has developed a great patented product that is going to be licensable across North America and really the globe.
And really, the key to this is getting higher yields out, right? I mean, that's what farmers are looking for, right?
Yeah, it's higher yields and better ROI. So it's always about the return on investment. As a farmer, we all want to be regenerative, and I think the majority of us actually really do care about soil health. But at the end of the day, it's still, if I can get soil health plus keep my yield the same or better, and also start decreasing my fungicide and pesticide use, hey, I win as a farmer.
It's been a very big pivotal 2025 for the company. Is that fair to say, Neil?
Yeah, it's been a major refocus here, Steve. So, we moved from proof of concept over the last couple of years to ensuring all our patents are actually filed and completed to where this year is going from that, again, from that proof of concept stage all the way up to the pre-commercialization to right now where we're full on commercialization in a couple of our facilities and starting our licensing agreements.
Yeah, and one of the ones you signed recently was with the Farmers Union Enterprises, and this was a very significant one because this gets you access into the U.S.
Yeah, great timing too, as most of the people probably have seen, is President Trump just announced a $700 million regenerative program down in the States through the USDA. So absolutely fantastic timing because it really pushes then what we're trying to accomplish in those 5 member states with the Farmers Union Enterprises.
Yeah, about 70 million acres of cropland they are under them and they deal with. So good opportunity here. So Neil, how do you now in 2026 take this type of a license agreement and really push forward to see significant growth?
Well, what we do is, you make sure you have great partners like the Farmers Union. I mean, they've been fantastic. It was funny. I was reading through my notes before we started here, and we met them in the end of July, signed our licensing deal in November, and right now they're on schedule to have their facility up and operational by June. So, I think there's number one, how you take advantage of it. Just make sure you have those right partners, and we have them. So, and the other side of it all is just carry through, making sure that we can understand the $700 million grant. Even without the grant, the product then does, as we were talking, great farmer ROI, and the product will sell itself once we get going down there.
Yeah, obviously the U.S. is a huge market, Canada as well. Other markets around the world that you see as something that you really like to take some steps in 2026 and beyond?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking into the Brazilian market and spots like that. They're high sulfur and high potash use, so it just fits in particular with our K plus S supply partner. So that's a great fit. But ultimately, we just want to ensure that our licensing model is solid. Farmers Union has another. I mean, we're putting up 1 unit in Minnesota. They have another 4 states. So we're physically looking at those other 4 states as we speak. So that would be something that we're definitely working on. And, Canada is still our hometown. So we got to make sure we keep on going around here.
And lastly, Neil, just to the people who follow your company and look at your company, what's sort of the message you send about where the company's at right now, but really what's ahead in the future?
Yeah, I think the final messaging here is that this year was a full-on refocus year. Everything has been completed as far as our efficacy, as far as our patents, our IP. We are physically into that next phase where the licenses deals are real. These folks have actually invested money into our thing, so it's just as far as us, it's that 7 years in the making is an overnight success, as they say. So we are there for 2026.
All right, Neil, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much. Best of the season to you, and look forward to our next conversation in 2026.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Steve.
All right, there's Neil Wiens, the CEO of Replenish Nutrients.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.